In this video, we are taking a look at persuasive nonfiction. By the end of this video, you should be able to pause and write a short piece of persuasive nonfiction on the topic of your choice. So again, we have four purposes of nonfiction. We are zoning in here on persuading, where we're arguing a point by convincing a reader. Now, there is something called argumentative writing, where we present two sides or more of an argument and then lean more towards one side. Persuasive writing is just looking at one side and giving one piece to convince people. So argumentative writing presents two sides and which side is better. Persuasive writing is just giving one side to persuade your reader. As always, we should always start by brainstorming a topic, which I did here. I'm not going to talk through these ideas that pop up, but these are ideas that came to mind as I was brainstorming about books and reading as my topic. So I took these ideas, and then I wrote two short persuasive paragraphs. You will only have to write one, but here is my first one. Please pause, read this, and see if you can find out what it is that I am persuading you to do. When you're done, unpause, and I'll chat again. So in this piece, I was trying to convince people to read fantasy literature. I started off with a clear claim. I concluded by encouraging you to do what I was hoping you to do, and everything in the middle gave examples of what fantasy is or what fantasy can do and why it might appeal to some people. Let's take a look at a second example of persuasive writing. Please pause, take a look at this, and then consider what it is that I'm trying to persuade you to do with this short paragraph. When you're done, unpause, and I'll chat again. So here I'm trying to convince people to read more, and I gave two specific ways that reading can help us, why we should read more, and how it would benefit us. So I wrote a short paragraph here on trying to persuade people to read more. Again, these paragraphs were working on persuading, arguing one point. They weren't telling a story. I actually, when you watch the video on narrative writing, I was actually starting to persuade, but I ended up telling a story about myself, and that's narrative writing. Now, these purposes of nonfiction overlap a bit, but the two you saw here lead. Their main purpose is to persuade. They lead with persuasion. So now you should take a moment, do any brainstorming you need to do, select a topic, and then persuade us to do something regarding your topic.